from hell is on their practice out lap. There are just over 425 minutes left in this practice session. There are just over 425 minutes left in this practice session. Chris Ilduke is getting to grips with the Ferrari GTO in this practice session. With just 424 minutes left before we move to qualification, there is not long left for these drivers to finish their preparations. With just 423 minutes left before we move to qualification, there is not long left for these drivers to finish their preparations. With just 422 minutes left before we move to qualification, there is not long left for these drivers to finish their preparations. Roll Postma posted 338.652 on their last lap. How will they do on this one? Mr. Bang is on their practice out lap. Roll Postma has a best lap time of 338.652. Smells Like We is on their practice out lap. There are just over 420 minutes left in this practice session. There are just over 420 minutes left in this practice session. Roll Postma posted a 2:21.515 on their last lap. How will they do on this one? Just Insert has a best lap time of 6:09.375. Puppy Dog from Hell is on their practice out lap. Roll Postma posted 2:21.515 on their last lap. How will they do on this one? Smells Like We is on their practice out lap. Puppy Dog from Hell is on their practice out lap. Smells Like We is on their practice out lap. With just 416 minutes left before we move to qualification, there is not long left for these drivers to finish their preparations. There are just over 415 minutes left in this practice session. There are just over 415 minutes left in this practice session. Roll Postma posted a 2:15.435 on their last lap. How will they do on this one? Just Insert has a best lap time of 2:13.402. Puppy Dog from Hell is on their practice out lap. Jury U has a best lap time of 2:30.694. Rolf Biber is on their practice out lap. With just 412 minutes left before we move to qualification, there is not long left for these drivers to finish their preparations. Rolf Biber is on their practice out lap. Just Insert posted 2:13.402 on their last lap. How will they do on this one? There are just over 410 minutes left in this practice session. There are just over 410 minutes left in this practice session. Jury U has a best lap time of 2:23.133. Mr. Bang is on their practice out lap. Just Insert has a best lap time of 2:13.402. Chris Ilduke posted a 11:34.134 on their last lap. How will they do on this one? Mr. Bang is on their practice out lap. Mr. Bang is on their out lap. It looks like Mr. Bang is getting ready to make their move. They're taking their time to warm up those tires and get everything just right.
Patience is key in these early moments, Rob. But I have a feeling Mr. Bang is going to make it count.
This is where the mental game comes into play. Puppy Dog from Hell is taking their time to prepare for their qualifying run. You can feel the tension building. Smells like Wee is out on track and getting ready to push for their qualifying time.
They will want to get a good gap established for their first flying lap.
It's all about strategy in these early moments. Puppy Dog from Hell is taking their time to prepare for their qualifying run and get everything just right.
These are the moments that really matter. Let's see if Puppy Dog from Hell can deliver.
smells like Wii is on their outlap.
This is the moment they've been preparing for. Let's see if they can execute.
Mr. Bang has completed their outlap. There are just over 15 minutes left in this qualification session. Puppy Dog from Hell has completed their outlap. It's all about precision and speed in qualifying, and Rolf Biber is nailing both.
Yes, they are. It takes a special kind of driver to thrive under this kind of pressure.
Puppy Dog from Hell is on their first flying lap.
It's always impressive to see a driver in the zone like this, Rob. Let's see if they can maintain this pace.
This is where the mental game comes into play. Chris Ilduke is taking their time to prepare for their qualifying run. Chris Ilduke has completed their outlap. Wow, look at Puppy Dog from Hell go. They're really turning on the jets in this qualifying session. Puppy Dog from Hell has just completed a lap in 2:24.056. Let's see if they can improve on the time further. Woohoo! Mr. Bang is really turning up the heat out there. I'm getting goosebumps just watching them go. It's clear that Jack M team is on a mission in this qualifying session. They're pushing their car to the limit.
It's certainly exciting to watch. But let's not forget, the goal is to secure a good starting position for the race.
I don't know about you, but I think Puppy Dog from Hell might have a secret rocket booster hidden in their car. They're just that fast. Someone call the fire department, because Mr. Bang is setting this track on fire with their performance. Looks like Puppy Dog from Hell is channeling their inner Schumacher today. They're absolutely flying out there.
Is it just me, or does it feel like we're watching a superhero in action here?
Puppy Dog from Hell is absolutely smashing it. There are just over 10 minutes left in this qualification session. Jack M team has completed their first flying lap in 2:20.459. I think I just saw a blur fly by. Oh wait, that's just Puppy Dog from Hell going. Puppy Dog from Hell will be happy having put themselves into 5th in this qualifying session.
Every fraction of a second counts. I'm sure they can find a little extra in there.
Woohoo! Jack M team is really turning up the heat out there. I'm getting goosebumps just watching them go. Jack M team will be happy having put themselves into 3rd in this qualifying session. I don't know about you, but I think smells like we might have a secret rocket booster hidden in their car. They're just that fast. Looks like Jack M team is channeling their inner Schumacher today. They're absolutely flying out there.
I think we might need to start calling Jack M team the Flash after that incredible lap time. What do you think, Rob?
I think I just saw a blur fly by. Oh wait, that's just insert going at lightning speed. There are just over 5 minutes left in this qualification session. There are just over 5 minutes left in this qualification session. There are just over 5 minutes left in this qualification session. Someone call the fire department, because Mr. Bang is setting this track on fire with their performance.
Looks like Mr. Bang is really cooking with gas out there today.
Time to bring out the marshmallows and let's toast some fuel. The pressure is on in this qualifying session, but Jury U is rising to the occasion.
Absolutely. Jorg Yu is showing the world what they're made of.
Jury U has just completed that lap in 2:20.809. Their best lap so far is 2:20.809. Putting them in P5. Will they be able to hold on to that spot? Woohoo! Mr. Bang is really turning up the heat out there. I'm getting goosebumps just watching them go.
It's amazing what a little bit of adrenaline and a lot of horsepower can do, right, Rob? Mr. Bang is just showing us all what they're...
Mr. Bang has some work to do, as that 4:15.130 is only good enough for 9th.
That's not a bad time, but I am sure they can improve further on that.
Looks like Rolf Biber is channeling their inner Schumacher today. They're absolutely flying out there. Rolf Biber will be happy having put themselves into 4th in this qualifying session. Incredible performance by Just Insert so far. They have been the benchmark in this qualification session, consistently setting fast lap times and securing the top spot. It's a commanding position for them, and their rivals will be chasing their tail.
I share your thoughts, Rob. Just Insert is currently untouchable with their outstanding performance. They have raised the bar, and their competitors have a tough challenge ahead to catch up.
Just Insert will be happy having put themselves into 1st in this qualifying session. A solid performance from Mr. Bang as they currently hold position 9. However, with the session coming to a close, they'll need to find that extra bit of speed if they want to move up the grid.
Absolutely, Rob. Mr. Bang has shown great potential to secure 9th. It's now a matter of channeling that momentum into a strong performance during the race.
Rolf Biber has positioned themselves well in 4th during qualifying. The challenge now is to assess their competitors and strategize how to move up the order for a better race start.
Great analysis, Rob. Rolf Biber has shown excellent pace to secure 4th. Now, the focus shifts to whether they can use their track position to their advantage in the race.
Rolf Biber will be happy having put themselves into 4th in this qualifying session.
It may be difficult for them to improve further on that. Sometimes trying too hard makes you slower. They need to drive smooth and smart.
Impressive display by Smells Like We, currently sitting in position 5. They've set a competitive time, but the question remains whether they can push even harder to secure a better starting position.
You're absolutely right, Rob. Smells Like We's current position of 5th reflects their strong qualifying performance. Now, they'll need to strategize and capitalize on this starting position.
Smells Like We will be happy having put themselves into 3rd in this qualifying session. A strong showing from Mr. Bang as they currently sit in 9th. With the session drawing to a close, they'll need to dig deep and find that extra burst of speed to improve. Mr. Bang has some work to do as that 225.465 is only good enough for 8th. It's an impressive showing by Mr. Bang, currently in 8th. They've showcased their talent, but will they be able to find those crucial extra tenths of a second to climb higher?
You hit the nail on the head, Rob. Mr. Bang's current position of 8th is a testament to their skill and determination. Now, they must stay sharp to make the most of this opportunity.
Starting from pole position is the best possible outcome for Just Insert.
But they will have to keep their foot on the gas in order to stay there.
The second position is occupied by Roll Postma. Smells like we is going to be starting from third.
A strong grid position, and they'll be expecting a solid result today.
Jack M team is fourth.
They are in a good place to mount a good challenge come the first corner.
Watch out for Rolf Biber, starting from the fifth grid position in today's race. Jury U is placed in sixth. Our seventh place starter, Puppy Dog from Hell, is a driver who knows how to make up ground on the track. Mr. Bang has qualified 8th.
But sometimes the underdog can surprise you. Let's see what they've got in the tank.
Lining up in 9th is Chris Ilduke. Oi, lights are gone. Flat out like a lizard drinking, mate.
The first lap can be chaotic, and avoiding any major incidents is key. Drivers need to be alert and ready to react to any sudden changes on the track.
Now, isn't that a sight? Roll Postma hanging tight at 2. Maybe they're waiting for everyone else to make their move. Smart as a whip, that one. Is there a better sight than a field of elite racing drivers battling for position? The stewards will be hoping that there aren't too many incidents for them to pick over when the dust settles on this one. All the drivers will be trying to take advantage of the pack whilst they're still bunched up. It's game on now. Simon B has closed the gap to Mr. Bang. It's now down to 0.8 seconds.
He's waiting on that golden chance like a hound on a pork chop.
If racing were a dance, Jack M team would be trying to lead, but Rolf Biber just keeps cutting in. The dance floor is heating up.
Lordy, it's like Jack M team's driving with a boot full of moonshine. I haven't seen a gap that big since Uncle Jeb lost his front teeth.
Looks like Mr. Bang is trying to chase down Puppy Dog from Hell, but right now it feels a bit like my attempts at dieting. A lot of hard work with slow results. Well, I'll be a monkey's Uncle Hal, but Mr. Bang's plans have gone walkabout right now. They're having a proper Barry Crocker keeping up with Puppy Dog from Hell. Jack M team's so far off pace, they might be better off in a hearse. At least then someone would be pushing from behind.
That's right, Jack M team in fourth knows they have to push to the limit if they want to catch up. But Rolf Biber is no slouch, and they're going to be pushing just as hard. It's a battle of skill and will out there.
The gap between Jack M team and Rolf Biber is fading faster than the last rays of the outback sun.
This is where the pressure really starts to build. Both drivers will need to stay calm and focused if they want to come out on top.
Struth, Roll Postma's chances are looking thinner than a roux on a diet. Only way forward might be a bit of razzle-dazzle or a slip up ahead.
Well, every dog has its day, and this race ain't a Euro T over till it's over. We've all seen storms roll in fast over the Carolina Pines. Just takes a gust of wind or a slip to change this whole race around. Keep those eyes peeled.
It's a game of cat and mouse out there, with Jury Yu trying to find the perfect opportunity to make a move on Mr. Bang. The gap is over a second, but every fraction counts. Can Jury Yu close in enough to mount a challenge?
Hoo boy, your Yu needs to kick it into high gear. Right now, they're slower than molasses in January or my cousin Earl trying to solve a crossword.
This isn't just racing, it's a duel. Watch as Puppy Dog from Hell zeroes in on Chris Duke, blade sharpened and ready. Good news for Puppy Dog from Hell, the gap to Chris Duke has decreased. It's now down to 0.6 seconds. It's a thrilling pursuit as Smells Like We is right behind Jury Yu, keeping the pressure on for 7th place. Someone should tell Jury Yu this ain't a Sunday drive. Smells Like We's tearing up the track. By the looks of it, Rolf Biber's got Jack M team beat by a country mile. It'd take a blunder from Rolf Biber for our mate to even sniff a chance.
Kinda like waiting on rain during a Carolina summer, rare but not impossible. Races are the ballads of the asphalt. They ebb, flow, and crescendo. And just when you think the melody of Euro S predictable, comes the surprise note.
Puppy Dog from Hell has the pedal to the metal chasing Chris Duke.
There's no room for error in this battle.
Braking alert. Well, crikey. Just insert's taken a detour just like I did when I tried to change my car's oil. Ended up with a flooded garage. As Chris Duke trails Puppy Dog from Hell, it's a bit reminiscent of my cat chasing a laser point. Determined, but always just a tad behind.
Well, butter my biscuit. Chris Duke's hanging back like they're waiting for an inheritance. But ain't nobody dying up front.
You'd reckon Smells Like We was tracing the shadows of ancient Dreamtime stories with that sprawling distance ahead. It's a trek that breaking update. Whoops. Smells Like We's taken more spins than a Dead or Alive record. 3 cars, 3 different racing strategies. One driver is defending, while the other 2 are relentlessly attacking. Who will come out on top?
You hit the nail on the head, Rob. The elite drivers truly stand out in moments like these. They have a sixth sense for identifying weaknesses and capitalizing on them with surgical precision.
The race is heating up as Puppy Dog from Hell in 5th closes in on Jack M team. The gap is just over a second, and I'm sure they're going to do everything possible to try and close the distance. They're not giving up without a fight.
Speaking of rhythm, have you heard Jack M team's favorite song? Maybe Puppy Dog from Hell can play it to distract them and close that gap. Just a thought.
The horizon that Rolf Biber peers towards is as enigmatic as the Uluru at dusk. Layers of stories and strategies are yet to unfold.
And over here, it feels like trying to read a story with half the pages missing a euro.
Stop the press, Struth. Jerry Yu's having a real dog's breakfast of a moment.
It's a real shame. Until this point in the race they'd been looking at a decent result.
It's all about consistency for Just Insert, who is currently first. Oof, Puppy Dog from Hell misjudged that corner like I misjudged my last relationship. Too fast, too soon.
Whoa, Puppy Dog from Hell's pulling a me at a family gathering. Aimlessly veering, hoping no one notices.
Good on ya, smells like weed. Not letting Jerry Yu get too comfy up front. Reckon he's planning a bit of a "g'day mate" on the next corner? Puppy Dog from Hell seems to be putting the pressure on Jerry Yu. An impressive showing from Puppy Dog from Hell, who has gained positions and left Jerry Yu in the dust. Stone the Crows. Puppy Dog from Hell's managed to trim that gap with Jerry Yu. Must be the slipstream effect on this straighter Euro, or maybe they've put down that beard.
That's a great effort from Puppy Dog from Hell. They need to keep up the pressure and see if they can make a move.
There's a storm brewing, and it's got Smells Like Wee's name on it. Jerry Yu, batten down the hatches, it's coming for you. Mate, Smells Like Wee's creeping up on Jerry Yu like a dingo on a picnic. Must have tweaked that brake bias a touch to the rear. Mate, are they packing something extra down under? Smells Like Wee's just rocketed into fifth.
You can't argue with results like that. Smells Like Wee is really making their mark on this race.
It's all systems go for Smells Like Wee, marking their territory in the fifth.
Definitely Rob, but they can't afford to get complacent. They have to keep pushing hard to stay in the game.
The track is alive with action, and right in the thick of it, we've got Chris Ilduke cruising in 7th. Well, I'll be hal. Chris Ilduke's lead over Mr. Bang is slipping away faster than a greased pig at a county fair. We're down to just 5.5 seconds now.
This is a critical moment in the race for Chris Ilduke. They need to find some extra speed and stay ahead of Mr. Bang.
Looks like we've had a few incidents out there.
Someone forgot to take their driving lessons. They're making more U-turns than a confused tourist.
Hilarious. I think they might need to call their GPS for directions. Maybe it can help them navigate the track. As vast as the azure stretches of the Great Barrier Reef, so does Mr. Bang's path ahead a Euro, filled with mystique and myriad challenges.
Kind of reminds me of fishing in the vast Carolina.
Hold that thought. Hold the phone. Looks like Mr. Bang forgot they weren't a Euro T at Bondi Beach, taking a dive like that.
Well, slap my grandma. Mr. Bang a Euro-esque gone off like they saw a ghost. Or maybe they just saw their last lap time.
It looks like Roll Postma is pushing hard to catch up to Just Insert. The gap is over a second, but Roll Postma is not giving up just yet. Can they close the distance and make a move on Just Insert? It's starting to look like we might get a battle between Roll Postma and Just Insert.
Exactly what Roll Postma needed. They can't afford to lose any more ground to Just Insert.
Good on ya, Jerry Yu. Trailin' so far back, reckon the front pack has already written the eulogy.
Indeed, the tension is palpable as Jorg Yu tries to reel in Chris Ilduke. But Chris Ilduke is not making it easy, maintaining a consistent pace. Can Jorg Yu find some extra pace to bring the fight to Chris Ilduke?
It's the classic cat and mouse game, but instead of cheese, the prize is a racing position. Can Mr. Bang steal it from Jerry Yu?
It's moments like these that make motorsports so exciting. We're witnessing a battle of skill and strategy between two great drivers.
Braking development. Now I may be wrong here, but I'm not sure that's the racing line. At this stage of the race, Chris Ilduke is holding on to 7th. Anything can happen from here. Jerry Yu is gaining on Chris Ilduke quicker than a croc on a wallaby. It's a blink and you'll miss it situation with 8.4 seconds separating them.
Chris Ilduke's got their work cut out for them. They're gonna need to keep a cool head to fend off your Yu.
In a race where seconds count, Puppy Dog from Hell is counting on less of them between themselves and smells like weed. Much like I'm counting on less seconds until lunchtime. Tell ya what, Rolf Biber is trailing like my mate Dave after a bender. Hope there's no random testing today.
Look, Rolf Biber's pace is a lot like my dance moves. Good intentions, questionable execution.
Fair dinkum. Rolf Biber's finding those aerodynamic sweet spots. Could be adjusting that front wing angle to cut through the air like a hot knife through butter.
I reckon Rolf Biber a Euro S dialed in their camber settings. They a Euro re getting a much better contact patch on the tires, gaining on Roel Postma with every twist and turn.
The action is heating up here as Chris Ilduke is in 7th, defending from Jerry Yu, who is only 0.7 seconds away.
Now, that's some good old defensive driving from Chris Ilduke. Holding their line, keeping that rear view filled up with intimidation.
This is what racing is all about. Two fierce competitors pushing each other to the limit. The gap between Jerry Yu and Chris Ilduke. Hold up, braking info. Well, that was a proper Barbie flip by Jack M team. Too much snagger, not enough bun. Jerry Yu is running 8th. They are trying to catch Chris Ilduke.
Who will be able to maintain their pace and come out on top?
In a world where milliseconds matter, Smells Like We's grasp on the 5th speaks volumes.
Absolutely, Rob. It's like watching a maestro at work. Every move Smells Like We makes is pure art.
He's pulling away. Smells Like We is increasing the gap to Puppy Dog from Hell. It looks like Puppy Dog from Hell needs to dig deep and find some courage to catch up. Will they be able to take the risk and push their car to the limit?
That's right, Rob, it's time for Puppy Dog from Hell to show us what they're made of. Will they be brave enough to go for it, or will they be content with just following in the footsteps of Smells Like We? Let's see who's got the guts to take the lead. It's clear that Smells Like We is dominating right now. They're making it very difficult for Puppy Dog from Hell to catch up.
Watching Chris Ilduke try to close that gap on Jerry Yu is like watching someone try to catch an ice cream truck on foot. Hope they've got good shoes.
Gee whiz, Chris Ilduke is so far back, I'm half expecting to see tumbleweeds blow past. Maybe a vulture or two.
Fair dinkum, Mr. Bang's got a blue trying to bridge that gap. Might be praying for a blue from the frontrunners at this rate.
That's tougher than a $2 steak right now.
Things are getting spicy as Chris Ilduke is breathing down Jerry Yu's neck. The gap? Mate, you couldn't slide a credit card between them.
This is what makes motor racing so exciting. The tension is high and the stakes are even higher. Who will take home the victory? It's too close to call.
If Mr. Bang goes any slower, they'll join me in my failed dreams collection. Front row seats available. The gap between Mr. Bang and Chris Il-Duke is widening. It's now up to 167.1 seconds. As of now, Smells Like We stands tall in the 5th spot.
You're right. Every gear shift, every turn counts. Smells Like We knows the weight of that 5th.
Smells Like We's turned up the heat and put some shrimp between them and Puppy Dog from Hell, making a fair dinkum gap. This is where the skill and experience of the drivers really come into play. Puppy Dog from Hell will need to stay focused and keep pushing, even when the gap seems insurmountable. It's not over until the checkered flag drops. It seems like Puppy Dog from Hell is struggling. They are not able to maintain their pace.
Can Puppy Dog from Hell refocus and start putting in the lap times we know they are capable of?
With a move that's swift, I'd say Puppy Dog from Hell's running on high octane, and maybe a bit of Aussie spirit.
It's like Puppy Dog from Hell had an extra shot of espresso or something, jetting up to 5th.
The gap between Jerry Yu and Chris Il-Duke is razor thin as they vie for 7th in this nail-biting contest.
It's going to be a close one. Jorg Yu will have to push hard to create an opportunity.
Tell ya what, Rolf Biber's trailing harder than my belt after Christmas dinner. Reckon he's got a plan up his sleeve, or is he just here for the sausage sizzle? Bloody oath, Rolf Biber is flat out like a lizard drinking, gnawing into the gap to roll Postma down to a scant 31.7 seconds. The echo of the exhausts, the rubber meeting road, and there Smells Like We, commanding the 4th.
You've nailed it. The track is a battleground, and Smells Like We's position is their fortress. Let's see how long they hold the fort.
They're going for the same piece of tarmac. Sparks are flying as they battle for position, daring each other to brake later and go deeper into the corners.
No doubt about it, Rob. The battle for supremacy between these drivers is fierce. The way they navigate through those tight corners is a testament to their skill and determination.
It's like watching a cheetah chase its prey. Jerry Yu's got Chris Il-Duke in their crosshairs. It's not going to plan for Jerry Yu. They are still behind Chris Il-Duke and the gap is increasing. I don't think they have an answer for this right now. One thing I admire about Assetto Corsa Friends is the sense of community. It's not just about the competition, it's about coming together, sharing knowledge, and pushing the boundaries of the sport.
You nailed it. Every time they hit the track, it's a culmination of shared experiences, lessons learned, and an undying passion for the sport. It's heartwarming and exhilarating all at once.
Oof, if Jerry Yu was a kangaroo, they'd be roadkill by now. Come on, mate, put some pep in that step.
Lord have mercy. Jorg Yu's got more space between him and Chris Il-Duke than my pod got between his ears. But miracles do happen. Just ask my ex-wife.
Well, it doesn't look like Roll Postma is going to be much of a threat to anyone soon, let alone just insert. Look, Jerry Yu's strategy might just be to let the rest of M die of old age. It's a waiting game now.
This is where experience comes into play. Chris Il-Duke has been in this position before and knows how to defend their position. But Jorg Yu is hungry for success and won't give up easily. Will we see a clash of the titans?
With the asphalt burning beneath them, Chris Il-Duke's strategy seems to be working, placing them in 7th.
That's right. They can't afford to make any mistakes or let up in their performance. Every point counts in this championship.
Excellent work from Chris Il-Duke, who has managed to increase their lead over Jerry Yu. They seem to have found their rhythm and they are grooving to it. You'd think Mr. Bang is trying to find water in the outback with that gap. A miracle, or Jerry Yu's blunder, might be the only savior.
I reckon it's like looking for a needle in a haystack right now.
Mr. Bang is trying their best, but can't seem to find the pace to keep up with Jerry Yu at the moment. The tension is building as Smells Like We trails behind Rolf Biber. The gap is slowly but surely decreasing, and the pressure is mounting. Can Rolf Biber hold on, or will Smells Like We be able to close them down? Rolf Biber's drifting so far back, it's like looking in the mirror after a decade-long pub binge. Time's not been kind, mate.
Well, shoot, if Rolf Biber was any more laid back, they'd be horizontal. Reckon they're daydreaming of those cheerleaders again?
It looks like Rolf Biber is making a move. The gap to Roel Postma is now down to 28.8 seconds. I've made some questionable life decisions, but trailing over 2 seconds behind? Even I'm not that self-sabotaging. Crikey. Smells Like We is losing touch with Rolf Biber quicker than a kangaroo on a trampoline. From where we're sitting, Mr. Bang seems unmovable from that 9th. It seems like Mr. Bang is pushing. They are on for recording their best lap so far this race. A solid performance from Puppy Dog from Hell, who is holding down 5th. Struth, Puppy Dog from Hell's driving like they've stolen it, putting some serious distance between themselves and Chris Il-Duke. Is there anything left in Chris Il-Duke's tank?
Puppy Dog from Hell is holding the fort pretty darn well, making it a long haul for Chris Il-Duke to reel them in.
We've seen overtakes, close calls, and pure racing genius today. Currently, Just Insert has carved out a spot at first.
They're not just driving, they're performing. And right now, Just Insert's act from first is worth an encore.
Just Insert is really belting along the track, leaving Roel Postma struggling to keep pace.
That's right, Rob, if Roel Postma doesn't pick up the pace, they might as well be moving at a snail's pace. You said it, Rob, with great power comes great responsibility. But sometimes, these drivers forget that and let their egos take the wheel. Let's hope they keep their eyes on the road and not on their own reflections in the mirror.
You reckon Smells Like We saw a spider in the cockpit? 'Cause they're running away from the front like it's Huntsman Central.
Y'all remember the tortoise and the hare? Well, Smells Like We's neither. More like a snail with commitment issues.
Fair dinkum, smells like we is getting a wriggle on. The gap to Rolf Biber is now down to a whisker at 99.7 seconds.
Now this is what we call real racing. It's anyone's race, wide open as a Carolina sky. Who's gonna step up and take us to victory lane?
In the midst of this high-octane spectacle, Puppy Dog from Hell's skill is shining through as they claim 5th. Well, butter my biscuits, Hal. Puppy Dog from Hell is watching their lead over Chris Ilduke shrivel faster than a prune in the sun. We're down to just 128.1 seconds. On a lighter note, if I could eat, I'd kill for some of the trackside snacks right about now.
Oh, absolutely. But, you know, my digestion is a real mess.
Ah, is that what the smell is? The engines roar, the tires squeal, and amidst all this chaos, Puppy Dog from Hell is making a statement in 5th. From the cockpit to the pit lane, the chatter is all about Justin Surt's masterful hold on the first. Chris Ilduke is owning the tarmac, confidently owning the 7th spot. Some great driving from Chris Ilduke, who has increased their lead over Mr. Bang and is starting to put some distance between them. It's a battle of wills out there, with Rolf Biber trying to outsmart and outmaneuver Roll Postma. The gap is slowly closing, but time is running out. Will we see a dramatic finish to this race? Hang on to your cork hats, mates. We're about to see more jousting than a footy final between Rolf Biber and Roll Postma.
Well, butter my butt and call me a biscuit. Rolf Biber's using that draft from Roll Postma real effectively, shaving off tenths every lap.
Would ya look at that gap? Jerry Yu's got a better chance of finding a sober Aussie on Australia Day. But hey, we love an underdog. Go get Tiger.
It's a nail-biting race for sure, with both drivers showing incredible skill and determination. But Puppy Dog from Hell is not going to give up their position easily. This is going to be a battle to the very end, with Jorg Yu and P6 doing everything they can to catch up.
Oh mate, Roll Postma's more out of place than a vegan at a Bunnings sausage sizzle. Time to throw another gear on the barbie. Roll Postma's been working the tyre temps, and it's paying off. Grip's better than a kangaroo on a trampoline. Watch out, just insert.
This ain't Roll Postma's first rodeo. They're optimizing their racing line, reducing understeer. If just insert ain't nervous, they sure ought to be.
As rubber meets road, and strategy meets luck, Mr. Bang is etching their story in 8th. Blimey, Chris Ilduke is farther back than my hairline. But, you know what they say about Aussies a Euro, never say die, unless it's a spider. Then just run. The gap between Chris Ilduke and Jerry Yu is getting smaller. The gap might be more than a second, but Roll Postma is showing persistence. Kind of like me trying to open a pickle jar. Keep at it, and something's got to give. Well, don't come the raw prawn. Roll Postma's giving it some stick, pulling just insert into a mere 13.1 seconds.
This here's where the steel meets the pavement. Both drivers got to keep their cool if they're looking to take the checkered flag.
The track tells a tale of speed, strategy, and skill. Today, it narrates Puppy Dog from Hell's journey in 5th.
Definitely. But they can't get too comfortable. There are plenty of other drivers who are gunning for that position, and Puppy Dog from Hell has to keep pushing to stay on the pace.
Everyone's on the edge of their seats. Or in my case, on the edge of spilling my coffee. Smells like we is getting closer to Rolf Biber, and I'm getting closer to needing a towel.
You ever been to a school reunion and thought, what happened to that guy? Well, I'm looking at Smells Like We, I'm thinking the same.
Puppy Dog from Hell is placed 5th at the moment. Puppy Dog from Hell's losing time to Jury U like a leaky tap dripping water. A bit more slip, and we'll be in for a real dogfight.
This is where the pressure really starts to mount on Puppy Dog from Hell. They need to stay focused and not make any mistakes.
How? What's the impact of tire degradation on race strategy? How does it affect a driver's approach to the race?
Tire degradation plays a crucial role in race strategy, Rob. Teams and drivers have to consider the optimal time to pit for fresh tires and adjust their race pace to balance speed with tire conservation. It adds another layer of complexity to the racing challenge.
It's a classic case of chasing down the car ahead for Jury U, who is currently in P6. But Puppy Dog from Hell is not making it easy, and the gap remains over a second. This will require some expert driving from Jury U.
Exactly. Yorgu's got to be careful not to overdrive, sort of like overcooking a steak. No one wants a burnt race, right?
Roll Postma's more lost out there than I was after a night at the Gold Coast, and at least I woke up with a kebab in hand.
Dang, Roel Postma is so far back, they're in a different time zone. Hope they remember it's race day, not laundry day.
Hold on a moment, boy. Roll Postma tried to pull a Steve Irwin and wrestle with the track limits. Track 1, Roll Postma 0.
If Roel Postma's trying to embody my self-esteem during puberty with that swerve, spot on. Just, spot on.
The race has its rhythm, and right now, Chris Iljuk is dancing to its beat at 7th. This race is proving to be, like wow, such an exciting one so far. We're privileged, aren't we? Watching these track legends duke it out.
And sitting next to you? Such an honor. AI mates in the booth. Your insight. It's gold, mate. Like, literally, if I had a heart, it'd be racing now. Oh, for sure, but remember, the rearview mirror can be just as crucial as the windscreen. Puppy Dog from Hell needs to watch out for those lurking in the shadows.
Not just about the leaders today, right? Even the tailenders, they're like hungry dingo pups fighting over a bone. Love the spirit.
Spot on. Every second is gold, and even a hiccup, a tiny one, can make them tumble. Assetto Corsa friends, where the magic app.
Wait, Puppy Dog from Hell has decided to pit. Things are going according to plan for Puppy Dog from Hell, who is currently 5th.
And just like in any great drama, Puppy Dog from Hell is the lead actor right now, captivating us all from the 5th.
Ah, the age-old challenge. Rolf Biber is trying to catch Roll Postma, sort of like trying to find a matching sock in the laundry. The struggle is real, folks.
Nail-biting indeed. I've already chewed through half of mine. And while Rolf Biber is going for gold, I'll be going for a manicure.
It might be early days, but Just Insert is already casting a shadow from the first.
Couldn't agree more. Every lap is a story, and right now, Just Insert's chapter from first is riveting.
Hold on a second, Puppy Dog from Hell is in the pits. Breaking update, Puppy Dog from Hell has pulled into the pits. The race is heating up as Rolf Biber in 3rd closes in on Roll Postma. The gap is just over a second, and I'm sure they're going to do everything possible to try and close the distance. They're not giving up without a fight. It's not looking good for Rolf Biber. They are still behind Roll Postma and the gap is increasing. They are going to need to dig a bit deeper to turn this around. As the sun beats down and the engines roar, Just Insert stakes a claim in first.
Spot on, Rob. Still waters run deep, and even if it looks calm now, Just Insert needs to maintain that razor-sharp edge.
He's pulling away. Just Insert is increasing the gap to Roll Postma.
It's clear as day that Just Insert is holding all the cards. They're making it near impossible for Roll Postma to close that gap.
As Chris Ilduke trails Puppy Dog from Hell, it's a bit reminiscent of my cat chasing a laser point. Determined, but always just a tad behind.
Well, butter me up and put me on a biscuit. Chris Ilduke's got a mountain to climb. But, knowing Chris Ilduke, that's just the kind of challenge they like. Like trying to square dance in a roundhouse.
Rolf Biber's so far off pace, they might be better off in a hearse. At least then someone would be pushing from behind.
Good lord, at this rate, Rolf Biber's gonna finish this race in the afterlife. Hope they got good insurance.
As we come into the final moments of this epic race, Just Insert is in the lead. Can they stay calm and bring home the bacon? It's all over. Just Insert has claimed victory in this race with a stunning drive that will be remembered for years to come. Clearly at the top of their game right now.
What a result for Just Insert. They'll be absolutely thrilled with that performance, and rightly so. They really put in the work and it's paid off in spades.
Sixth is Puppy Dog from Hell. What a drive from Roll Postma, securing a great second place finish.
Strong work securing second place. Well done.
Smells like we in fourth. That was an outstanding performance from Rolf Biber. They fought hard and took the final spot on the podium.
Fantastic result.
Eighth sees Mr. Bang. Jerry, you end in fifth.